Hi, this is the fourth video on Brahms Lullaby, which is a grade 1 piece with the associated board, and it's List B1. There's lots of interesting things in this piece to watch for. The first one is the anacrusis. Make sure you come in on beat 3 and not just start. Do count first. So you would count 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 1, 2. That way you get the right feel to the piece and it's in time. You're conscious of where the dotted crotchet at the beginning of bar 1 finishes and the quaver starts. That helps when you put it hands together because the left hand takes that beat. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 1. When we get to the G that we just finished the last note there, make sure this left hand comes off. So we don't want to hear because there's a rest on the first beat of bar 2 and we don't want to hear the G that came before it pulling over that beat because you've forgotten to take it off. Now in bar 2 you've got the G and then you've got a phrase break before the E starts. So you want to take the finger off, just stroke through, and then you can start again. 1, 2, 1, 2. So did you see I just pulled it off? I didn't just go and take it off straight away. Do that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we come to this double A. Now you can use the same finger if you want. So we would go 3 and 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2. Or you could change the finger, and that involves like so. So we would have you would then have to excuse me, just pull like that to get the thumb free to go down. It's not needed, it just helps produce a nicer sound or a sweeter sound. Now when we did that rise on line 1, the E and the G lead to the C. That's where your focus point is. So it'd be 1, 2, 3 and 1, and you can feel that rise going up. What we don't really want to hear is 3, 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3, because you're not really going anywhere, it's just dropping the notes in. So see if you can get the curve sweeping up to the C. Let's have a go. 1, 2, 3 and 1. Yeah, did you manage that okay? We'll do it one more time. 1, 2, 3 and 1, 2, 3. And then there's a phrase break between the G and the D. There's another little break because the phrase stops and then starts again. So if we come down the A and the G, phrase break. So you need a little gap there, it's not very big. Let's just run through that all from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Sweep up. Now there's another phrase break. As we come down on the D, the second finger must move up to the F. Before we had the 3 on F. Now we need the 2. Let's just do that again. So we'll go from the D and E on the end of line 1. 1, 2. Get ready to change that 3. Did you get that finger change from the 3 to the 2? Now on that phrase, where's the peak of the phrase? Where's it moving to? If we play it with no movement, it doesn't quite sound the same. Now have a listen with some movement. 1, 2. So the sweeping nature at the beginning happens again with the D to the F to the B, and it goes a little further down to the G. So instead of just sweeping up, you're going up and down again, a little bit like a hill. And then it rises to the C. So we go 1, 2, and rise. Now when the next one starts, you've got an octave jump. If you can't stretch it, just jump. Don't put too much accent on that C. So from the top C, 1, 2, little break, and that middle C comes in at mezzo piano, little bit louder than the high C. Now we've got to stretch back up again. So we'll go from the C, 1, 2, and then bring the 4th finger down. Okay, so you can keep your thumb under, bring the 4th finger down. Let's try that again. We'll go from the high C so we can get that little phrase break in. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4th finger onto G. I lost my top C then on the second time, so I'm going to do that again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 4th finger down. Now when you play the G, the second finger is coming down on E next. There's a little phrase break, and now you've got 3rd finger on F. Let's try that again. So we'll go from the beginning of bar 9, a high C. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4th finger down. Little phrase break. Crescendo up and softer. And there you have a little phrase break again in the middle of bar 12. So from the G, little phrase break, and the phrase goes up to the C. If you can't quite jump that, because it's in phrase, you could put a little bit of pedal in. Only a tiny bit. Or you could just jump it, and hopefully you'll get that octave reached very soon. So 1, 2. Now if we have 2 on that G, which it looks like you should have, we're going to run out of fingers. So instead, do the same fingering that you did above in bar 10. We'll go from the beginning of bar 13, bring the 4th finger down. Just because it's not written in doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. Just bring the fingering down, and you could use your pencil if you want. You should always have a pencil handy, and you could just write a 4 in there. So let's do bar 13 again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, get ready, 4 down, 2 on E, don't forget the phrase break. Now 4 on F this time. The reason we're putting 4 on F is we need the thumb for that bottom note. So it's really important that you get the 4 on the F. That phrase also has a decrescendo and a ritardando. So when you're coming down, just get a little bit slower, like a music box running out of wind. So we'll go from bar 13, 1, 2, 3, 2, little gap, slower, slower, slower. I hope that helps. That's the right hand analysis done. In the next video we'll do the left hand. Bye for now.